Alright. Okay. Hello everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. But right now it is 5:49 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and attempt A1000 again. Basically gonna be trying to beat it. But for day 50, I want to go ahead and beat A1000 again as a request from one of the comments that I've received. But basically, I just want to take this time to talk. This isn't going to be some joking video or whatever. I just want to actually release some complaints and disappointments I've been having in myself and others lately. So if you're into the goofy stuff that I usually post, then unfortunately this video may not be for you. I'm going to just be ranting on some stuff that I basically dislike and problems I'm currently having. But I'm just going to be going ahead and starting now. I'm gonna just say this right now. I'm not really the happiest person currently. I'm not the brightest. I don't know where to begin with this, but it's really hard to decide on where to begin with this. I'm usually not the best person when it comes to starting conversations, so you can clearly see that. Why can't I see that? That's weird. Alright, anyways. I have been stressed lately. Really stressed. Mainly because for the past like around month I've been pumping out videos, working hours every single day trying to give out content for this YouTube channel, which unexpectedly made my channel grow in like a large percentage I never expected. And all the expectations are and the stress is already coming like out to me. It's been only a month and I'm just already wanting to give up on the TGF series, even though I have 2 weeks left, you know? It's always like I think that I never really get back what I put into. I put in hours of content, well, not hours of content, but hours of effort just to make content for this channel, just to get absolutely like nearly nothing in return. It shouldn't come off as a surprise that I always thought of giving up on the series, the TGF series. And I will say this, a lot of the comments I've been receiving I am not too happy about. Ever since day 532, I've sort of regretted making the comment of the day an actual thing. Everybody is more so focused on trying to make a funny comment and make it to the video more than trying to appreciate on what I do, which I don't know if that makes me sound entitled or egotistical, but I it just makes me feel terrible. Like all these very less than favorable comments about my content have been very unappreciated. Whether it would be just 2 simple letters, just okay, or just some bread with kerning, it just doesn't really make sense to me. It's also the main reason why I just don't really like memes nowadays. Like, the more and more I just start, like, reading comments that I receive from my own content, I'm just starting to realize, wow, our humor is actually really broken. I've been starting to really just not side with modern internet humor anymore. I've been just sort of straight-faced every single time I hear or see some meme that's still alive somehow, or any meme that's just coming to light. Unless if it's like an actual meme that's respectable. But yeah, basically my main point that I'd like to give, I'm not feeling too happy. I just don't really feel like this 2GF series is doing the best for me, and I don't feel like anybody else is going to do me any better, unfortunately. I just at least hope that people can realize the effort I put into. Only one person, I absolutely mean it, only one person out of multiple thousands has realized what type of effort I've put into, like, forcing myself, forcing my hands to make these stupid videos, no matter how long they take. The only person that has shown appreciation, I'm not going to reveal her name, but there's only two people in this world, me and her. That just sounds really stupid just because it's a girl, but you know. Just trying to be really sincere here. I've always loved creating stuff, but I don't know if I could just handle it anymore, you know? Like, nobody really realizes the work I put into, no matter how much hours I spend doing something, no matter how much, like, time I put into making my own music, for example. Nobody really seems to realize that this stuff takes a long time to make and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, especially my Virtue album. If you didn't know, that album took a whole entire year ever since I was 12. So like the album means a lot to me, but it just sucks to see comments like actually forgot to close the parentheses, or just very distasteful stuff that leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. It just breaks my heart. And not only that, I never really received any compliments until after like 1 month of the release. I can't tell if that was Seek. Oh, that was probably Seek. I just don't find the idea of modern internet humor to be great anymore. It just always seemed like random stuff that doesn't make sense to me. And while that used to be funny for me, it no longer is because of how it's being pushed down my throat every single day, and it isn't the best. And if you're like, well, it's obviously just jokes, I genuinely feel like they appreciate it more than they're showing, and for some reason I just highly doubt that. Who in the world goes to some sort of huge project that someone just made and sends a very, 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 very meaningless comment while appreciating it? How? I want to believe you, but I really just don't. Like, it's starting to get to the point where I feel like nobody cares anymore. I've always wanted to give up on the series, but since it's the final 50 days era, I just can't do it. I have to last these final 13 days, just wing it. By the way, on the topic of the Virtue album, I really want to talk about that. Because, basically, Virtue means everything to me. 1 year of work, around 13% of my life has been put into, not 13%, but 1/13 of my life has been put towards that album, and I gotta say, I'm proud of it. I put so much effort into that, and people that aren't into, that aren't like as insane or, you know, into the random internet humor that everybody has nowadays appreciates it, and that makes me really happy. Like, I usually get comments from people from the Riddle community, or just people that randomly DM me saying, hey, your album's pretty good, and I'm like, yeah, that leaves a huge smile on my face knowing that people are out there appreciating the work that I put into. Okay, that's dupe. I remember, so basically the oldest track in Virtue has to be either Distorted Data, which was the old name for Distortion. And yeah, what am I going on here? That's actually the oldest track on there. It's the 6th track of Virtue. I made it when I was 12. I started FL Studio and I made that track. However, the version that you hear on Virtue is completely different from the one that I made when I was 12. Basically, the old version used to have like the common you know, the scratchy beat with the glass breaking sound effects, but more chaotic. It was more of like a very very goofy beat. You know, like those nerd emoji beats or very goofy beats? That's basically what the old version of Distortion was. It's a very over-the-top beat with a lot of perk noises for no reason. It still had the same melody, and yeah, that was basically the origins of Distortion. It used to be titled Distorted Data, because back in the day I really had no creativity for track titles. Oh, come on, get that. So, basically a few months later, not a few months later, but around a month later, I decided to recreate Distorted Data and completely rename the file, the track name to Distortion, to its current name. And I gotta say, that was probably the best choice I would have done. If I left it at Distorted Data, that is such a foolish name, and I hate myself for making it, but it's basically much longer now. Has some use the same like vocal stuff, like the voiceovers, like the I forgot like some of the like there was like this I think there was a voice line that I put in of somebody saying it was a nightmare, and I decided to put it in there because, you know, funny edgy stuff. Why not just put it in there? I also put it in the revamped version because, you know, why not? Just put in some multiple throwbacks to the old version, and also use the same melody, obviously. I think I already said that. Let me just figure out this code real quick before I continue talking. That's basically all I can think of distorted or distortion. I just that really holds a special place in my heart. Not only was that one of my first songs that I've ever made, it began to become like one of the best things in Virtue, in my opinion. It also became to be one of the soundtracks in my internet riddle Euclidia. Yeah. Don't worry, El Goblino, I know, man, I also hate Timothy, but let Bob do what he wants to do. I can just tell they can be great friends. Alright, so another old track from Another old track was Espionage, which was a remix of one of Nokia Tone. It was like a remix of a Nokia Tone that was also titled Espionage. It had a really interesting and groovy melody to it, so I'm like, you know what? Why not remix it? You know, it was a pretty good melody, I thought, and you know, it was a really simple melody to recreate. I always had it in my head, so it was really easy to replicate. So yeah, and I also like to announce that is my very first remix. Yep, that was the first remix I've ever made, and decided to put it on track 11 for some reason. But Espionage, yeah, that was the first remix. There's pretty much nothing else there. Some very weird coincidences is that the track is exactly 4 minutes long. That is completely unintentional. I don't know how I managed to pull that off. What else? What are some special? Okay, so, one of my tracks that I adore the most out of all of them that took multiple days of effort just to finish is Rolling Down the Street in my Katamari. And to this day is one of my favorite remixes because I put in a lot of effort into that remix. I don't know if that makes me sound entitled, but I just cannot state that enough. I just love myself for making that. It's has a lot of effort into it. I just like grooving to that. And right now I'm making a remastered version of it, which I feel like is much better because it's more accurate and oh, come on. And has a lot of more effort into it, in my opinion. But yeah, I like Rolling Down the Street in my Katamari. I absolutely love it. It's one of it's probably the hardest track to work on in all of Virtue. What else about Virtue? A fun fact about the final track, which is also known as Virtue. That is, yeah, it's literally just titled Virtue, name of the album. It references the very first track, Skyward. And if you didn't know, Skyward is actually the first track I made that like that had the idea at the back of my head that I really wanted to make an album. So yeah, I basically produced Skyward. First, I just made some chords and made some pretty cool piano melody, which the piano melody began to become like the main melody in Virtue, the final track, just to like completely wrap things up in this whole album. Which I gotta say, like back in the I was smart back then, in my opinion. You just gotta like wrapping things up like that. I like that. And also it was like a homage to one of my favorite albums, Ember by Cubby. Basically, the final track of Ember is referencing the very first track, which is Pathfinder. The final track being formed by glaciers is a 7-minute finale, and I absolutely love it. It's very emotional. It's just absolutely atmospheric. I love it. And gotta give props to the people that made the vocals on that. That was pretty good. The vocals, amazing. They slapped. What else about Virtue? Machine of Marbles, that obviously references Marble Machine. That gives like a ton of memories. I remember working on that. Not only that, there was like a complete source, like the video itself that had like the marble notes hitting on the vibraphone, or I think that's a xylophone, I don't remember. So it was pretty much easy to replicate the main melody. All the bass and stuff, I had to just listen out for the song and just replicate it from there. I just, after all this stress and people just like not really showing much love for me, it's just like making me love talk about like my own projects, because there are not that much people that really support the work that I do, unfortunately. Another fun fact about Virtue, there's one secret message nobody has found yet, and I'm honestly really surprised. It branches out throughout every single track, and it's actually a really simple secret message. Another thing that I love about Virtue is the oh wait, never mind. I can't really talk about that. Another old track is Good Morning, which is also pretty good. It still uses like the really old like 8-bit synth that I used to use. I need to use that more. That like pixel piano sort of stuff. That stuff's really groovy. I don't know why I keep trying to collect the batteries. They do absolutely nothing for now. Okay, so I just would like to talk about some stuff that is happening IRL. Basically, to put it simply, I am extremely worried. Okay, that's obviously fake. I don't know why I started panicking there. But, if you didn't know, I, right now, am a middle school student. I'm about to transfer or move on to my freshman year of high school. And one thing is that I will be going to some completely different program that with professors and like the smartest students to get an associate's degree early. Basically work as a part-time college student. And while that does sound exciting for some, for me, I'm extremely worried because that means I won't really have much time to work on the stuff that I love, like riddle games or stuff in general that actually makes me happy to work on. Oh yeah, some more things about my school. The reason why I'm also somewhat hyped for that is that there are going to be actual sane students there, not the usual homophobic, racist students. I absolutely hate that. There are students there, their only joke is lashing out on other races, and people actually think that's funny. I'm not kidding. People think that's funny. Most of my students think that's absolutely hilarious. Go mock some student because of their own race when they talk back or something. That's disgusting. I remember some freaking lesbian student just got made fun of. You can probably guess the reason. The people that are racist there, absolutely dislike. Their presence makes me want to die. I'm not kidding. Like, I cannot believe people like them actually exist in the world, and it's something that we have to unfortunately deal with. Their only jokes is to make fun of other races and other sexualities. That makes me mad. That is something I absolutely do not understand. And if you're the type of person to just make fun of somebody or just endlessly harass them verbally because of their own race, I dislike you. Another reason why I'm very stressed right now. Another reason why I'm very worried right now. My teachers, I'm sorry. I know you put in... I know you're basically suffering as much as we are, but I gotta say you are not the best teachers. Reason being, most of my teachers do not even put in the effort to teach. All they do is assign worksheets and expect us to learn. My guy, all you're doing is showing us YouTube videos, expecting us to learn, and you're wondering why most of the people are failing your class. Stating the words over and over again, if you don't pay attention, that's kinda on you, isn't going to help. You should consider reworking your planning on teaching as a teacher yourself instead of blaming the students. There is a clear reason why you're using the same vanilla technique every single time and you're wondering why students don't learn. That was the first time I ever let out my anger in so long, but yeah, that felt good. I just really hope that teachers will eventually learn someday that the techniques that they use to teach their students aren't working. If their grades are dropping, or they're not relatively good, that is something you should decide for yourself. Like, am I teaching kids, am I teaching my students good? That should be the first question you should have in mind before judging that maybe it's because they're lazy. My guy, they're lazy for a reason, and it's because you don't put any effort into teaching. Well, maybe you do, it's maybe just not that much, or not that much as it seems. Okay, we're getting into the very scary territory. Let's just hope I don't perish to A90 again. Okay. I just have a lot of complaints about the school system as a whole. For example, there is a subject, cough cough, ELAR. All I learned there is the same writing strategy over and over and over again, even though I already know a perfect way to write essays. It is really, really tiring, and I get angry whenever she just assigns some writing assignment, going over the same techniques over and over and over and over again. I'm gonna start using my flashlight early because it's getting really dark, and considering how it's just dead in the afternoon, I can barely see because of how much the sun is hitting the screen. I am just really disgusted. I genuinely feel like teachers should start using Like, actually teach themselves instead of using another source to help them. Or maybe stop teaching others. Or maybe stop teaching others strategies. Like, that's fake, I know it. Stop teaching others strategies, just the same strategy over and over again, like it would help. In reality, it doesn't. It just has a lot of holes to poke through. There are a lot of steps that are put into the technique or strategy that are useless, in my opinion. For example, there's like this weird technique, that not really weird, but it's actually pretty helpful. But sometimes there would be this thingy where you have to turn a prompt into an answer or question. And I gotta say, what's the point of turning it into a question? You're adding another step for no reason, specifically because you just want it to take more time. You could still answer the prompt yourself without turning it into a question. Sometimes the prompt or something that you're trying to, like, you know, get an answer out of, it's right there already in front of you. Why try to make it yourself? Anyways, if you think like teaching strategies aren't that bad, which I'll admit, teaching strategies are not bad. It's just that do not teach the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. The same thing we've learned over years since the beginning of middle school. Another thing that I'm absolutely just mad about is one of my classes spends the least amount of effort putting into like assigning work. It's actually pathetic. It has gone to the point where all we do is watch movies. It has gotten that terrible. The last assignment we have gotten assigned is a packet of crosswords and word searches. I am not kidding. They have gotten that lazy. I'm starting to lose my hope. And I just do not think, like, all this time consuming this 2GF thingy and all these comments going rambling about some random thing that doesn't make sense is worth it to me. I really just want to throw everything out. All this dead weight I'm starting to, like, want to make people happy or interested in, but people just turn it back. They just neglect it. So I'm basically just harming myself over nothing. Why do I do this? Why do I make this 2GF series? Why do I keep pursuing and editing videos? Why do I bother trying to get attention or at least some sort of comfort or acknowledgement? Why do I bother trying? No matter how hard I try, no matter the 2 years that I've spent making the series, I don't get anything. I get back less than I get made, or whatever the term is. I don't care. It's like some NFT scam like CryptoZoo. You put in a lot, but all you get is nothing but wallets of flies. I hope you're happy. Alright, so, what is another thing that I absolutely dislike? Crap posting. I know I've talked about this in my last time that I've spent doing 1,000 rooms of this garbage, but not really garbage. But, one point that I made, and I will make this point again. I dislike crap hosting. In no way, shape, or form do I love crap hosting unless if it relates to the topic in some way or not trying to be annoying. Every single time I'm just trying to, like, talk, have a conversation, make some points, some random gif just gets thrown around, or in VC when I'm actually trying to talk, someone screams the most incomprehensible garbage. It makes me want to just gouge out my insides. How do people look at crap posting as a normal thing? How do people see posting memes in a random server a normal thing? How do people see other users trying to alter the topic a normal thing? How are people okay with that? How? Am I the only person in this world that thinks that crap hosting is the most unfunniest thing to do? Literally, think about it. Who in the world wants to see your meme in the middle of a conversation or something that doesn't relate to the topic? Every single time when that happens, I just want to lash out at that person, but I just don't, because I know that person doesn't know much better, and it just doesn't make sense to go mad at it, because that's just throwing gasoline into the already ongoing fire. It has gotten to the point where I dislike internet memes now. Most of them that are funny. I got the new 4G. Shut up! Shut up! You're not funny! You're not funny! Like, your main joke, your main punchline is the song itself. Hilarious. I'm laughing. I'm disappointed, really. I used to think that internet memes nowadays are pretty funny, random stuff, whoop-de-doo, but nowadays I'm just starting to become less favor of them, specifically because of how they're being used nowadays. They're no longer trying to be funny, they're just seeming to be really annoying. How do people find a gif of someone stabbing a needle into some weird electrical pillow-shaped thing exploding and people think that's funny? Or people think that's amusing to the point to repost it over and over and over and over again. No matter what, if you have a conversation, someone will be there to interrupt it, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I am mad. How? How do people find crap hosting to be a normal thing? Another thing that I want to rant about is TikTok. Whoa, Vince, you're lashing out at TikTok. Very brave of you. I know. Save the applause for later. I have a lot to talk about this app. So, if you don't know, there used to be a trend back in the olden days where people would just... That's fake. Would just steal like random bathroom items for no reason other to just get a laugh out of viewers or just a bit of clout and fame. You know what I'm talking about, the devious lick. Like, I still find that stupid. I have to be the only person in my school that thinks that idea is insane. I swear, if I ever made a claim like that devious licks are stupid, I would have gotten stoned, beat up at the spot right there. Like, I'm not kidding. People legitimately thought devious looks were cool. My guy, all you did was steal something from the school bathroom. You costed the school. What do you get from that other than just random clicks from random strangers? I don't know. Yet people just milked that like a huge fetish. I gotta say though, it's really feeling so good to lash out all this anger that I've just kept inside of me, you know? Like, if you ever feel mad, maybe you can try doing this yourself. I always love doing this. Back in, like, I think day 17 when I did this, I absolutely loved it. And, yeah, I can see why now. I would just like to talk about some random encounter. Let's just take a break from the rants. So basically, I got like a trip to Tokyo, and during that trip, when I was returning home from the Philippines, I was in Tokyo, and they had to search through like you know, the TSA. I think it's called the TSA, but basically they have to check your belongings, basically to lessen the chances of there being a terrorist attack. One time I got in trouble, basically because I was wearing a hoodie, or more so like a jacket, and and it had like a little water bottle hanging out of it, just in case if I get really thirsty. So I just had that water bottle out, but when the workers at the airport saw that I had a water bottle hanging out of my jacket, they're like, "Oh, nope!" They took it away. And they immediately started searching my clothes. They just went, like, touching my legs, and they searched my back to see if I had anything else stored inside me. And yeah, they found nothing, because I'm not the type of person to go on the plane and attack people. I just find that stupid. Plus, attacking strangers that you don't know, it's not really something that I would like to do. Especially because I don't want people doing that to me, alright? But, yeah. After that, one of the workers went up to me. He said, he pointed to the water bottle that I had and said, "This you cannot bring." And I'm like, okay, understandable. So, I learned from that experience, never bring drinks. And I think that's somewhat understandable because who knows what could be in that drink? It could literally be anything. It could be a drug for all I know. But, yeah, I find that understandable. It was a really weird encounter of my life, and it's something that I still remember to this day because I was a bit embarrassed and a bit like, no way that just happened. That was funny. I gotta say though, like the workers at the airport, they were really nice. Like, huge support to them. I remember the day where I spent hours in the Tokyo airport eating my sour cream and onion Pringles as I just watched a ton of videos. Specifically went down a Seth Everman rabbit hole. If you don't know Seth Everman, he was the, I'm the bald guy, dude. And if you didn't know, he actually makes like really amazing stuff that's related to music, and I highly suggest you check him out. He's pretty cool. But yeah, I specifically know him for the I'm the bad guy stuff. This bad guy Billie Eilish, you know what I'm talking about. The part where he brings out a pillow and starts kicking the couch, like the kick drum with the pillow. You know what I mean. It's really hilarious. And I gotta say, I never thought of the idea of speaking to a fan for the I'm the bad guy vocals. That was incredible genius. Because, like, you know, like those thingies that you would do as a child, like speak to the fan and then it would just make some sort of like vibrating sort of thing, you know? I like doing that for some reason. I never thought of that idea. That's really clever. Roblox. I just thought of this topic. There are a lot of games that have so much effort put into them, but it turns out that the person behind it was a bad person. Like a main example, Adventure Forward 2. I played it with one of my friends, like multiple times. We went through 6 worlds so far, so we're basically 2/3 of the way done with the game. I gotta say, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. As a person that always had like Mario nostalgia, I love it. It's really good. It's really cool. I try to mix good and cool at the same time, so it made cool. New dictionary word discovered. You're welcome. But yeah, I'm starting to like really realize that a ton of effort these amazing games, these amazing developers put into their own games. For example, the game that I'm playing right now, Doors. I absolutely love this game. I love it so much that I had to pay for 5 revives. You can see that I have 6 revives. I had like no other way to donate, so I just decided to pay for 5 revives. Because I was like, okay, I love this game too much. I respect the developers so much. I just had to give them money some way. So yeah, I did that. I really respect the developer team behind Doors because it's clear that they're actually one of the few developer teams out there that actually spend effort into their games, some passion, they poured their soul out into this. Instead of like trying to make something in a few minutes to get some money and a few children to play. It's something I absolutely respect, and they deserve all the fame they get from this. Another game that I just discovered, Microwave Dinner. I thought it was some like foolish game. I thought it was really stupid until the game icon caught my eye again. I'm like, okay, I have to play this. So I played Microwave Dinner. I'm like, okay. I gotta admit, Microwave Dinner is also extremely good. I suggest you go play it as well. It's very cute and I love it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It just sucks that Roblox is now viewed as this children's platform that always has like the worst stereotypes backed out like into them. And while I don't really blame the people that view that as such, it's at the same time it's really heartbreaking. Because that is such a very, very, very closed mindset that is stopping you from greatness. But yeah, in my opinion, yeah, I agree. Roblox, sometimes not the great. Like, there are always these games that always have the stupidest stuff. It's clear that they don't put any effort into their own game, and it's clear that they're just there just to milk money or fame or popularity. But there are some games out there, and I will guarantee you that you will be able to find some as long as you know, actually look for them. and not judge the book of the cover of the book. I swapped the two. Very stupid of me there. I gotta say, I've always believed that nobody's perfect. If you're the type of person that go onto TikTok or something or brag about something that you've done, that's terrible, then I don't know about you. You're kind of stupid. Nobody out there is the main character. All the other people in this world are also people. Like, there's always wrong with somebody. And heck, you can even have an opinion on me that's really negative, and I won't mind, because, you know. Oh, speaking of, negative comments, I always love the idea of criticism, as long as it's not stupid or trying to be annoying. If it's criticism trying to, like, improve others, then, I absolutely support that type of criticism. But if it's just legitimately just to be annoying or mock the other person that created such thing, or the person themselves, I hate you! Get out of my face! But, yeah, there are some cases where, like, mocking somebody because of their own work, and it's clear that they, like, put no effort into anything, and it's just clear that they're a terrible person. Sure, you can laugh at them. I will laugh at them with you, because it's goofy to laugh at. It's fun to laugh at people that, do something and it all goes downhill for them. It's always the best ending for everything. But somebody trying to make something good, and whenever you make some hateful comment about it, or whenever somebody says, oh wow, this thing is good, and then you lash out at them, I gotta say, you have a problem. You have a problem. You just don't really like people that disagree with you then. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so, I remember that I was on the topic of TikTok, but I randomly swapped into some different topic. Basically, TikTok, I absolutely dislike that app. There is nothing good on there. YouTube Shorts has nothing good on there either. It's just garbage. I don't know why people go on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. It's literally like the most garbage waste of your time. All you're going for there is just random videos that are very, like, unamusing to me. And not only that, like, it's not much effort. I know I keep, like, saying, like, always lashing out at people that just don't put effort into stuff, but I don't know. People that just seem like they're trying to make something out of it while they're just, like, not putting effort into, like, their own part. You gotta understand, that's really stupid. That's really dumb. Oh my god, oh my god. There, done. There are always, like, people trying to be the big ones on TikTok in my school. They always try to do, like, dance to some random song, and it always just disgusts me. Whenever I hear those high-pitched Nightcore songs that always come from TikTok, I always try to hold my puke. It isn't that good, in my opinion. That's fake. Or is that real? Oh wow, that's actually real. I thought that was fake. Whatever. I legitimately thought that was fake. I was like, no way A60's coming again. A120? I was half expecting A120 to be here. Oh wow, the next room afterwards it pops up. Alright, so, yeah, back in the topic of TikTok. I absolutely dislike TikTok. I have no idea what kind of compliments you would give to that app. It's always just festering stupidness, and I absolutely dislike that app. All it does, it's focused to grab your attention and waste your time. There's almost nothing good out of that app. And that's probably why I will never use TikTok. And I gotta say, and I'll be the first to say this, most of the memes that come from TikTok, they're not that funny. I said it. Yep, go ahead and be mad at me. I will absolutely fight that claim tooth and nail, but I absolutely do agree with that. I'm starting to agree that maybe some memes from TikTok aren't that funny. There are some memes at TikTok that are actually pretty funny, I gotta admit, like the Bad Bunny Neverita, those stupid cooking videos that automatically switch to something gay or stupid. That's hilarious. But there will never be, like, there will rarely be, like, some time where I actually crack some smile at a TikTok. Mark my words. I will literally do anything for you. You will literally be my master if you somehow give me a TikTok I will laugh at, or so much as so to just giggle at. Another app that I hate, Twitter! Freaking hate that app, oh my god. How do people use that app? I don't get it. There are always a lot of reasons to why their Twitter is hated. For example, we already know the verification mark. They completely ruined the point of that by adding a paywall to it. And it's not like the users on there are any better. Just like the most mindless, brainless freaks on there, just making the dumbest points in existence. I'm not kidding. Someone made the claim that child porn should be made to end people that are creeps, to put it simply, like the P word. You know, I'm not gonna use that word, but you probably know what I mean, right? That claim disgusts me. It always leaves chills down my spine every single time I think about it. That's fake. Knew it. A120? Nice. Oh, I just had like a brain wave of nostalgia. So, if you don't know, back in the olden days of events, I was addicted to the Impossible Quiz series. Specifically because of its absurdness and the way I had to think outside the box. And the way it just cleverly tries to annoy you every single time. It always, like, sticks to me. I watch videos of YouTubers trying to complete the quiz, and I'm like, no, the correct answer is that! Click that! The answer is that! Why are you going for the other answers? Just recently, I just started getting, like, reminded of these Impossible Quiz series. And, now looking back at it, I decided to beat the Impossible Quiz, Impossible Quiz 2, and all 3 chapters of the Impossible Quiz book, simply out of my memory. And I gotta say, I'm extremely happy. Like, going through all those games and completing them, it's extremely like nostalgic to me, because like this is something I was into in the day. Like there was like one of the questions in the sequel of the Impossible Quiz actually like got to click numbers that ascended from -15 to 151. And at the end, the curtain shows, like like a curtain at the theater opens to show a dead rabbit. I'm not kidding. It showed a picture of a dead rabbit beheaded. Oh, hello, Curious Light. And when I first saw that, when I first saw its neck guts, I was like, no way. I was actually into the series back then, and somehow got past this. Like, I'm not kidding. They didn't even try to sugarcoat it. It's a full dead rabbit with splinters and a cut open neck. Like, I was like, no way. I was that innocent to the point where I somehow brushed that off. I gotta say though, I still love the Impossible Quiz series. Though I will say I have a lot of complaints about the second chapter. It's very unfair because like most of the answers that you get are probably because of like searching the answers up or just out of pure guess or memory. It's unfair in my opinion. Yeah, they are clever questions, but how are you supposed to know you're supposed to do that? That's like way too annoying to the point where it's not fun. There's a difference between fun, like annoying but fun, but really annoying to the point where it's not fun anymore. I always occasionally like try to rebeat the Impossible Quiz and the Impossible Quiz 2 because those are my favorite games now. Specifically because they just give me so much nostalgia, and it's clear that Splat put in like a lot of heart and soul into those games. And like looking at his Twitter, he's actually still like, well, maybe not that active online, but yeah, he's still alive, doing pretty well. And yeah, not much people like actually view his work anymore, which is sad, but everything ends, and that's the sad part. That's a sad reality, and it sucks. I wish everything can like last forever, but that's not the case. Speaking of internet humor, I'm just starting to just like not find most things funny anymore. For example, the nerd emoji, which I used to think was hilarious, now I just think is absolutely unfunny, simply because it's more of like trying to annoy or make fun of the other person, more than like actually try to be funny itself. It's not something I can really laugh at anymore. And I'm really sorry if that hurts all the nerd emoji fans out there, but it's the truth. And it's something that I always stand by because it's something that isn't really that funny to me anymore. And if you're like one of the type of people to go out on a limb and say that's not the point is not to be funny, I don't know what to say to you. That doesn't change my opinion. Like, it's still annoying. There's nothing you can do that will change my opinion. My personal view on swear words nowadays are just sort of being used too frequently. Like, I don't get it too much. Like, why use a swear word? I'm confused. Like, you can talk normally, man. Like, we can understand you properly without all these words. You know what I mean? Like, all that language is not needed. Meanwhile, most of the students at my school can't even last 5 minutes without saying a single swear word. I'm not kidding. Like, there is this teacher that I have that always hates it when children curse. Meanwhile, there are always those 5 students that are always cursing, and it always makes the teacher mad because they can't control themselves. They always have to be swearing. Oh, the voice crack there. But they always have to be swearing. Doesn't make sense to me. You really can control yourself. Like, I believe in you. You can actually control yourself. Like, my guy, I haven't sworn in the last, like, year. I swore on accident once, but that's not what matters. I did swear in, like, terms of text once, but that was only to, like, make a point. Not to, like, just to use it in, like, a normal conversation. If you use it in a normal conversation, if you use swear words in normal conversations, cool, whatever. I just don't really find that to be, like, a necessary thing, to say the least. Okay, I thought that was A120. I was 1% ready for that. A120 this time, come on. Nice. I just can't stress the idea of people just, like, finding crap hosting to be funny in some way. I don't know how people find it hilarious, or people just, like, still do it. People are trying to talk, and instead you just turn them around by sending a GIF nobody cares about. It's depressing, really. Nice. Nice. Okay, so, what can I talk about? There's like this thing that's been going around where one of the staff members of my school died. Unexpectedly passed away. That is sad. Like, I'm like, okay, I can't imagine, like, all the people that are just going through this. Like, it's pretty depressing, and I feel you guys, but meanwhile, all the other students are just on their phones, just ignoring the person that's just announcing this. Like there's this one guy that just kept sneezing, one person just kept making noise. It was really annoying me how absolutely, like, careless these students can be. I'm glad to be moving to a new high school next year. Like an actual, like, high school that can be treating me the right way. Not only that, that are actually willing to teach. And hopefully actual students that understand what it is like to be an actual normal breathing human being. One that doesn't laugh at stupid songs or memes that don't make sense. Like, I gotta admit, I laugh at stupid songs as well. I laugh at Four Big Guys. Like, that song gets me on my knees, starts rolling on the floor laughing. But if it's some goofy song with, like, no punchline, the only joke is the song itself, that's not funny. But what I mean by, like, the joke being the song itself, the only joke is the song. Like, the lyrics aren't funny, it's just that the song being sung is funny. That's it. Like, there's no actual reason, just that. Not kidding. It should be clear that because this is mostly focused on rants and me throwing out my anger, there isn't going to be much of a structure in this video. It's always going to be me jumping to other topics. So, sorry if this video is confusing. There most likely won't be any timestamps for this because of this reason, because this... Oh my god, again? Oh, I thought A60 was coming at the same time, like, let's go! Okay, anyways. Here we go again. Please leave. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please leave further. Like, make sure you never come back. Alright, cool. Another, like, wave of nostalgia that I had is Cheetah Mobile, games. Mobile games. I used to play on my iPad a lot when, I didn't really have anything else to do. Ooh, yay! Oh wait, no, the exit's in the next door. There it is. Hello. If you don't know what Cheetah Mobile is, it's the company behind Rolling Sky, Dancing Line, you know, all the Rage game stuff, like Piano Tiles 2, what else? I don't know, that's pretty much all I can think of. I was, like, one of the supporters. I started playing, Dancing Line when it only had, like, 11 levels. So, yeah. I gotta say, I'm proud of that fact. But, as soon as it, like, started getting, like, filled with ads, and, yeah, while the game was getting more modern, and it was actually getting pretty cool, the thing that just started, like, fading me away is that there were just so much gimmicks, it was hard to remember which thing was which. Not only that, yeah, going back to the ad thing, it's just a ton of ads. It just didn't really feel the same anymore. I did, like, the common trick of, like, turning on airplane mode to turn off ads. That's how tiring it got. I thought that was A60, bro. Oh my god. I really got fooled. Dancing Line 2. Oh, Dancing Line is such a cool game, too. But ads got in the way. Oh wait, yeah, there's another game I used to play called Tap Tap Abyssrium, I think. It's like it was like my introduction to idle games. And yeah, it was actually a pretty calming game that I would play. Sometimes I would fall asleep to that game, like the atmosphere behind that. It's so calming and so relaxing. I love it. But yeah, all those games are now gone because Cheetah Mobile started breaking some rules behind Google Play and their policies. Basically, ad fraud. So we won't be really seeing like replaying those games like anytime soon. But if anybody can like upload any sort of like backup of those games, that would be lovely. Like I really want to go back to that nostalgia of playing Rolling Sky, Dancing Line, or Piano Tiles 2, like the old days of mobile games. And it would be cool to basically play as my 7-year-old self, I think in 2016, playing his life away. And, oh, fake, yeah, it's fake. Another game is Geometry Dash. I still play that game to this day. I'm not kidding. There also back in the days, like let's rewind all the way back to 2014. I played games. I played like I don't remember this game, but it was like some you play as some fireman that goes through some level that always puts out fires. There's also another game that had to do with a robot that is made out of cardboard. I still remember the name of that game. It's Paper Monsters. I used to be terrified of that game. It was like one of those games where it was terrifying and fun at the same time. Like, to a child, obviously. I still get very fond memories of that game. Like, I would just, like, play that game a lot, and then I would just, like, sleep at the night, have nightmares about it, I'm like, oh god, I'm never playing that game ever again. And then at the same day, I just play it again, simply because it's fun. I don't know why I was scared of that game. I think it's because of, like, I think it's because, like, the game over thingy, it plays some, like, really spooky noise that always terrified me back then. I think. I don't know. Oh, wait, yeah, I remember this other game. There was another game, you are playing as some jelly-like creature that's pink, and you had to, like, write some lines for the jelly blob creature to, like, go over to complete the course. I forgot what the game is called. I think it's, like, Jelly or something. Like, it's probably really old, but me and my brother would play it a lot. It was addicting. I think it got to the point where, like, there was, like, 2 extra bonus levels that were basically repeats of the first 2 worlds. I mean, 2 bonus worlds that are basically the like, repeats of the first 2 worlds, but, like, much harder, and they're built, like, as bonus challenges if you want to challenge yourself. Me and my brother actually tried beating some, and it was actually pretty cool. I love it. Another game that I just thought of, what was it called? Draw a Stickman Epic! Oh my god! Oh my god! I love that! Yeah, okay, so, basically, you have to draw a Stickman, and that's basically, like, your character. It's so freaking cool, and the whole game's, like, centered around, like, going around this notebook thing. It's so cool, bro. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot about all this! Dude, nostalgia! Bro, I would love to revisit those games one day. When I'm actually rich and I can afford those games again, and I don't have to rely on my parents. Like when I'm really old, I could probably go for those games again. Like, simply because I'm dying to re-experience those games right now. Like, oh my god, I love them. Especially the Draw Segment Epic, like, I love that. But I only had, like, the free version. Until now, I started, like... Until, like, the modern era of Vince, where he just starts hitting puberty and starts randomly getting a ton of, mood swings and a ton of emotional stuff goes sending through his veins. I started playing some more games, and, one notable one that I always love to my heart, and I will always forever remember is One Shot. Specifically because I always felt like I had such a connection to Nico. Don't take that as a weird way. Because, like, it's like you're depending on, like, Nico. Because, like, while you're playing as him and, like, no, not really playing as them, but, like, when you're controlling Nico, they are the cusp of the metaverse. Like, it's very scary. And, like, the way it finally ended, I just got a sad tear. And forever, I will forever miss Nico. I will forever remember Nico. I will forever remember Nico, dude. I hope he's alright. I'm not going to send much spoilers, but, if you want to play One Shot, go ahead. Let me just warn you, don't mess anything up. You only have one shot. I'm just telling you. From the name, you literally only have one shot. Good luck. Freaking memories. I remember beating that game in like under 24 hours. That's how much I loved it. There's another game that I'd love to play. If you remember There Is No Game, they actually made, the developers behind it actually made a completely new, refined version called There's No Game Wrong Dimension, which I would love to play someday. But it costs money. I've been sort of waiting until I can afford that. But someday, I would love to play it. If I can afford it, yeah. I love games, dude. It just honestly sucks how, whenever there's something terrible happen, there are always news outlets or journalists that always puts the blame in video games without, like, putting much thought into it. They always blame all games like, oh my god, this person played such violent video games. It's probably that stupid game's fault, you know? Without like doing some actual research to find out that actually violent video games have no correlation to crime at all. I'm pretty sure like somebody made some study about like crime rates. I'm pretty sure there's like this whole video about like somebody breaking down how violent video games and crime are not related in any way. Search up on YouTube ruins violent video games. I think it should pop up. Also, MatPat, you know, Game Theory, also made a video on that. I watched that. Pretty cool stuff. I've always been adored by how like GT Live stuff. They're no longer live streaming, so it's now referred to as GT Not Live. But I would occasionally like listen to their playthroughs, mostly Doors. But lately I've been like watching their or listening to them like play. Them specifically, MatPat and Ash or somebody else. Basically, it's really entertaining to me how like they play, because like Doors, I've watched like every single video they've like played the game. It's really entertaining for me for some reason, and whenever they talk about something, I'm always like, yeah, I 100% agree with that. It's like I'm like actually conversating with them, but in reality I'm not. It's like somebody that I can actually relate to, you know? And not only that, it's mostly horror stuff. And while I don't like playing horror stuff by myself, well, I mean, I do kind of like playing horror stuff. Cough Cough Cube Escape. I absolutely love the Rusty Lake series. Oh my god. He was really waiting for his time to strike, huh? Anyways, yeah, I absolutely love horror stuff. And one thing that absolutely terrifies me is I don't know if you heard of this game back then, but Mr. Tomatoes and Miss Lemons. I find it clever how they're both connected in some way, and seeing MatPat play it, wow, incredible. I gotta feel bad because he's really starting to get frustrated, and I can see why. Miss Lemons can get really, really unfair sometimes. By sometimes, I mean all the time. Cool. Oh my god, we're not even halfway there. Genuinely forgot how long this would take. I inferred that I will probably beat this before 9 PM. So I should have enough time to edit the video before I go to sleep at 10. I think. I'm probably gonna have to save some time and sleep until 11 because it's Friday. I can easily change my sleep schedule back. It's no biggie. I'm trying to think of topics. Oh, I am a huge... Okay, some of you may not be happy. Some of you may be like mocking me through the screen or something, but I absolutely love Camellia. Yes, start mocking me all you want. That's not going to change my dang opinion. I still love him and his music. But you have no idea like how much his music has like helped me throughout all my life. Also Porter Robinson's music. I also recommend giving Porter Robinson a listen. Not really The Worlds, because in my opinion I don't really like it that much. Other than like Fellow Feeling, there's Divinity, there's also Years of War. I think that sounds pretty good. But the drop is very, very anticlimactic and underwhelming. There's also Sad Machine. That song's really good. Also Goodbye to a World. I also think Fresh Static Snow's groove is very good, and the meaning behind it I absolutely love. Which, if you didn't know, Fresh Static Snow is about like the possibility of like somebody relating to you, like somebody that could be with you in some other part of the world, but the chances of you guys meeting up are absolutely slim. I think that's what its meaning is, because like I don't know, I forgot. But yeah, Worlds, it only has like 4 tracks that I really love. All the other ones, they're good, but I just don't think they're that good compared to like the bangers that I think they are bangers, you know? But basically, I prefer you listen to Nurture. I love this album. I freaking love it. You have no idea. Like, I always listen to it, and like in my time during Japan and Philippines. Like, it's a really good album. One track that always sticks with me is Musician, because it has like this thingy about like I forgot. No, it's not Musician. It's not Musician. It's Get Your Wish. It's like about when you finish things, but you really don't feel like you're complete. And that is something that I absolutely like agree with. Like, for example, I finished Virtue. I feel good, but I don't really feel complete. I feel like I need to finish like another album for some reason. Like, it doesn't really feel like I'm complete yet. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm planning an album right now. Like, I'm not kidding. I already have like 2 tracks finished. Actually, 4. 4. Yeah, I'll say 4. I might like delete some tracks that aren't really related to the theme of the album I'm going for. But yeah, back to the topic of Camellia. I still remember the first time I listened to Exit This Earth's Atmosphere's drop. I felt like I ascended to heaven. I am not kidding, I was transcending. I was like, no way, this sounds really, really good. And I started, and it's gotten to the point where I started to like the first drop a little more. Like, okay, I started to feel it. Because originally I didn't really like the first drop that much. And then I started getting, like, interested more into Camellia's works. Specifically the Crystallize album. Crystallize, Light It Up, Nuclear Star, Liquidated, those songs are little bangers. And I also eventually listened to Yesterday. and also the rest of the album. Let's start with the album list. I'm going to talk about every single solo album Camellia has made. Cry about it. I love the man and I love his music. If you want to skip ahead, go ahead. I don't know if I'll include a timestamp. I probably won't. But yeah, Paroxysm. I'm not going to be talking about the Vocaloid songs because I don't because I don't listen to them that much. Mainly because there are not much like archives of the albums left. They're pretty much just like lost media, you know. But there's like this okay, so first album, Paroxysm. Solid album except Mithril. Mithril is sort of mid in my opinion. Like it's not that good. It's literally just repeating the same thing over and over again for almost 6 minutes. It gets really annoying and tiring after sometimes, but I can see why people can like it. My favorite songs are Tied Along Fastest Crash and Paroxysm, simply because they're literally the best. They don't compare to anything else. Nuclear Drive is also pretty good. What else? Next album is Diffraction. Personally, my least favorite album. Tied with Sudden Shower, but it's a pretty good album. I will literally jam to Peaceful Invading and Let's Jump every single day. I will say though, Peaceful Invading, while it's clear that it's the first song Camellia has made that has his English vocals, it's really cute seeing his Japanese accent and he always like messes up English words. Like, it's really difficult to recognize the English lyrics, which is a huge problem. Like, in my opinion, if you have lyrics that are really hard to recognize, then that's a huge issue. But it's not really something I will be caring about too much. But, Peaceful Invading, it has really, like, tough lyrics to get the grasp on. Unless if you actually, like, view the lyrics, which makes sense. Let's Jump. It's probably Camellia's first trance, like psytrance. I think. No, wait, no. Ultra high tech song. I love it. I don't know why I dislike it. It's the perfect 7-minute song for like 8-bit stuff, like video game feel, you know. Sudden Shower. There's not much notable. It's just that the album goes kind of meh until Dark Thunder. But I must say Sudden Shower, like the song Sudden Shower itself is actually pretty good. Also, the Treaty of Peace between Glitch Hop and Moonbacore is also pretty good, but it's repetitive. It doesn't really matter though. It's still a bop. But Dark Thunder, Farewell to Today, Danger Drug, and Blank are my favorites, which are lined up back to back to back to back on the finales of the album. And I must say, Danger Drug, it's basically like an 8-minute long seizure if it was formatted into a song, and it was great. It's a good song. I must say though, like the final drop is like, it's pretty good. I like somewhere after the final drop, there's like this part where it starts like not vocal, but like sample chopping this like sound effect that's clearly from ASL, I think. It's a jam. It's a freaking bop. I think it's like not ASL, like MSN Messenger. where it's like dial up, like that noise that happens after the beeping, that weird distortion noises. Yes, I think that's what Camellia sampled. Oh wow, I was expecting a 120. Next album! Okay. Let me fix my headphones real quick. Alright, okay. Another track, album, which is next, is Dreamless Wanderer. Fuel My Conscience, which is the 5th track in there, is very similar to Danger Drug, but more chaotic and random. It's cool. And also it implements the genre of hardstyle. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. Dreamless Wanderer, the song itself, it's really good, bro. It's like it sounds like a ton of samples jumbled up together, and it somehow still sounds good. If Camellia tried to purposefully make a bad song, he would fail immediately, knowing that he just always produces bangers. Mithril being the only exception. The next album, oh wait, I forgot about like this one song about Dreamless Wanderer called Shadows of Cats. That's also another pretty good banger. Next song, Planet Shaper. I listened to it a lot. It's a really good album. It's just that the songs that I don't think are that good is Why Do You Hate Me? I know that sounds crazy because it's a song that's like hugely famous, but in my opinion it's not that good because the same drop is repeated twice, which is already a huge turnoff for me. And not only that, it basically repeats. Ooh, I knew that was coming. I immediately entered in that locker. You know I had to. Okay, another next album, Crystallize. Every song in there is a banger, no exceptions. Next, except First Town of This Journey, it's pretty vanilla in my opinion. What else? Oh my god, go back, it's really far away! Okay, next album, Insane in Flame. I don't really listen to that album that much. It is pretty good, but there are some tracks that, aren't that much good in my opinion. My favorite one in there is probably Do the Big Kick or Immortal Scream. The Immortal Scream, to be exact. And also, the introduction track is good. It's really good. Camille's vocals are always banging. Syphosonia EP. I solved the ARG behind it to get like the 2 secret tracks, and I gotta say it was worth it. Basically, the first track is just an introductory track introducing like nothing. But it's basically like, hey, welcome to this world of Syphosonia that you're about to experience. A world full of ciphers or whatever. And then the second track, wow. I don't know what to say. I'm not some Anthony Fantano. All I can say is that it's good. Like, Key of the other tracks like Key of Timepieces and Maze of Visioneer Cipher is also pretty good. Ghost, like, I know there are a lot of people saying that the song's overrated, but in my opinion, it's fine. I don't think it's overrated or underrated. I think it's good in itself. It deserves to be popular. It's a good song. It's also tied with like the best song with Welcome to the Syphosonia and Dansla Murdasun or thing. I think that's how it's pronounced. Which is basically Sound of the Waters, I think. And also the 2 secret tracks behind it. I forgot like the way to solve the A or G, but basically, there's like this okay. First track is absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing important in that. Second track, in the middle between the drops, there's a Morse code. When decrypted, it sounds like garbage, but the third track is actually a hint to Caesar cipher, the string of letters you get to get an actual link, which should lead to the first secret track, which is a lost place in the world, I think. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. I need to study my track names. But the second one is also pretty cool. It gives me Crystallize vibes. Maybe because the song name is literally called Little Crystal in the Symphonia. I think it's like little crystal hidden inside the Symphonia. The tracks are now publicly available in Chamelea's YouTube channel, but in someday I would just love to like make some guide, like some video guide on it. But just recently, Camellia privated the secret YouTube video you get from Ghost. Ooh, 5 for 7. Let me see this. 5 for 7. Chamelea's next album, which is basically like a collection of random guest tracks that he's made for huge collaboration albums, is actually extremely good. The 13th one, it had so much potential, but for some reason the second half just basically is like near plagiarizing the first half, which is something that always turns me off for some reason. The 14th track, which is also the finale, is also extremely good. Especially the part of the last drop where it basically calms down a little and the vocals just comes in like, "Feeling sky," like that part. It's like a breath of relief while everything is still going intense. I love it when songs go like that for some reason. Like a calm breath and then just back to the intensity. Alright, okay. The 12th track, which is another Ultra High Tech song, it's also extremely good. The person that did the vocals needs like much more acknowledgement than they deserve. The vocals are incredible. And also the second track, I don't like it that much. Maybe because I'm not into songs that are having a lot of very high-pitched voices from females. I don't know if that makes me sound like I'm hating on women, but I really do not. I love Drenched in Air, and it has a female singer. But yeah, I just don't really like Nanahira songs for that reason. Because it sounds annoying to me for some reason. Don't get me wrong, there are actually some Nanahira songs that I like. That I actually enjoy, but sometimes they annoy me for some reason. Oh, come on, let me get that. Okay, next album, Invaders of the Jungle, which is living proof that Camellia is a furry. It's good. I swear, comments better be not calling me a furry because I like a furry album. It's good. I must say though, the 13th song, which is the final track, which is a speedcore song, I go crazy, I go wild on that song. It's good. Attack on Mandrake is also another banger. I must say that the vocals like used in like the breakdown part are very weird. because it's like some like people speaking through walkie-talkie, and then some guy just gets shot down by guns. It's like ah or something. I don't know. It's very weird. Also, yeah, I don't know if you believe this, but Camellia inserted a song that is titled "Love Yif!" exclamation mark. And if you don't know what Yif is, it's basically furry porn. So, huge respects for Camellia there. I don't know why you would make a song that like song with that title. I love the metal guitar on that song. Don't question me. It has nothing to do with any furries, alright? I just love the song. No questions. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I valued a coin more than my actual run. That's sad. Next album, which is basically the continuation of Camellia's other album with guest tracks, but this time it's many remixes from numerous other tracks. I'm gonna start with the bonus track because I gotta say Camellia's vocals mixed with guitar, making it sound like some anime opening. It's really good. And as a person that doesn't really like anime that much, I can say that with just like very what's the right word? I knew it. With the full, I don't know the right word. I lost my vocabulary. But basically, I just love that song. Yeah, even though I don't look like anime that much, and it just sounds like an anime opening. But next, moving on, there's like this one song. There are multiple like songs that are remixing like other tracks from Camellia's previous albums as well. I think I can go down the list. Anomaly, which is a Shrans remix. Fastest Scratch, which is an ultra high-tech remix. It's pretty good. Let's Jump, and if you know me, I already love Let's Jump, and Camellia made it even better with the remix. Camellia remixed 2 Planet Shaper songs, For the Delta and Exit This Earth's Atmosphere, which I both love, especially the Exit This Earth's Atmosphere remix, which is 200 step, and the For the Delta is dubstep. Alright, and then that's pretty much it. Nothing else from other albums. Like this 12th and 13th album, 12th, 13th track are basically songs that have Nanahira, I think. I like the 13th one. The 12th, I don't think that's Nanahira, but I think that's Camellia's voice, but like shifted a bit to make it sound female or more feminine. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Yes! Yeah! Heart of Android. It is my favorite Camellia album. Every single song in it is so good, and my favorite song to this day is also in that album, Tajita Sakai. It is so good! That's like my top 1 track. Oh my god, why is the lighting glitch? That almost just killed me there. But basically, Tajita Sakai is 7 minutes long. I think almost 7 minutes long. I think it's like exactly 6 minutes and 59 seconds long. So it's almost there to that 7-minute mark. But basically what it is, it just sounds like this lonely girl that's going through this adventure, and then randomly when this drop hits, just randomly hits with like the most like greedy part of her adventure. not greedy. That's like the cringiest word I would ever use, but like very disturbing to make sense. And then at the end, like in the final drop, where Camellia mixes all the atmospheric parts and adds all like the disturbing parts from the drop. Incredible. That's also another reason why I love Fellow Feeling by Porter Robinson so much. It basically uses the same format. And also, Vegeta Sakai's a 200 step song, so, already a W there. And also, the sequel to Exit This Earth's Atmosphere is on Heart of Android, which is also pretty good. One thing I will say though, Core, which is also, a song Camellia made to thank everybody for 50,000 subscribers. No, 50,000 Twitter followers. It fits very well. It's like a pretty good wrap-up of Heart of Android as a whole. Nice. Alright. Next album, Black Magic Blazing. Something about it I absolutely love. Just a ton of chaos, no breaks other than nasty spell. And yeah, it's basically like full-on chaos throughout the whole entire song. It's like a little like haunted mansion. Ugh, why am I having hiccups? Haunted mansion full of like very scary songs. I love it. I gotta say though, Nightmare City, which is the finale, is a bit disappointing. Like, there are a lot of parts in that song that just drag out for so long to the point where it's kind of boring. But I gotta say though, like, the first drop is a banger. But I will say, I just don't like how it basically repeats itself, like the same melody over and over and over again. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Especially when it's a song for like 7 minutes. 7 minutes length, you can probably expect that. Okay, A120. 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 Watch. Oh, wow. Fooled. A120. Bruh. Okay, never mind. Terra.io? This is gonna be the last album I'm gonna be talking about because I want to talk something else that's not Camellia, dang it. But Terra.io, very good way to appreciate 100,000 100,000 Twitter followers, especially with a million PP. It's so good. It's like Camellia mashed up all his skills of all like every single genre into one song. It's a he is very talented. He's like really shoving it in our face. And yeah, that's pretty much all like my Camellia nerdness in like 20 minutes, I think. I don't know how long it's been. Anyways, back to actual topics, but I gotta say though, Camellia, good artist. Finding artists that actually produces good music, has very widespread talent, and actually cares for his fans by releasing celebratory milestones is very rare to see, and Camellia is just a pure example of that. I think he's amazing, and there's pretty much nothing else you can say that will ever warp my opinion in some way, unless if Camellia is some terrible human being. I will literally separate the art from the artist. His music is still good. If he's a horrible human being, he's a horrible human being, and he sucks. But I must say, good music nonetheless. What else? Like other topics other than frickin' Camellia, because that's what I've been talking about. Oh my god. There you go. The lighting wasn't loading for a second. I got really worried. I knew it. I knew that was coming. Okay, so I've been strolling throughout around like L-Splash's Discord server, and there are a lot of people that have been like saying A90 isn't bad, you just have poor reaction time. And like I'm like, okay, that doesn't really change their opinion at all. If they have poor reaction time, that's probably because they just like maybe the time you had to react is just too much for them. Like there, I almost just lost to him. But let people have their own opinions. People can say A90 is bad. Yeah, that's definitely real. Oh god, I'm only at 641. Time really goes that fast, huh? The thing that always scares me, is that time goes way too fast when you're least expecting it. Like before you know it, 10 minutes has passed, and like a full hour has passed, and you're like wondering what you're doing with your life. And before you know it, your life is almost over. It's scary to me how that is like a thing that actually exists. Actually exists, I meant. And how are people spending it by? Spending their time on Twitter and freaking Twitter and what's that other app? TikTok. God dang, I hate the app so much I forgot the name. In my opinion, when people say people waste their time playing games, I get disgusted a bit. Simply because I wouldn't really say that's a waste of time. Sometimes games are actually pretty good. Unless if it's some stupid cash grab game, then sure, yeah, it's an awful game. You're wasting your time. Play good games, dang it. It will actually feel like you're putting your time into something. But in my opinion, you really shouldn't say like playing games is a waste of time without knowing like what the game is, in my opinion. Like for example, A1000, it's a waste of my time. But at the same time, it's sort of worth it because I'm spending all this time to release all this built-up anger and sadness inside me. Nice. When I first started, my the outside was like really bright. Now it's starting to darken a bit. It's starting to really match the atmosphere of this, and I'm starting to hate it. A120. Dang it, I really thought. Oh. Mm-hmm. We're almost approaching the 2/3 mark. Nice. A90 is not getting me that easily. Even though I almost fell for him again. I thought that was an actual figure there, but it was just a pile of gold. I'm really starting to hallucinate. It's weird. I've never actually had the opportunity to hide in a fridge before. So basically, while I was ranting about some stuff about Ruben Sim and furries as a whole, my recording cut off, and without me realizing, because I was just too much like into talking. But I reviewed over the video, and for some reason, it was very delayed compared to the audio, and that's what worries me. I don't know how that happened, but we're going to continue nonetheless. So basically, continuing off like the topic that I just started. Basically, if you didn't know, Ruben Sim is known for like uh stopping that child predator, actually beginning like an FBI investigation on the dude, which is incredible. Like, no way you try to spin it. It's an incredible thing to do. The dude has been doing predatory stuff for such a long time now. Also indulged self-harm from children. It's a good thing to do, and it's impressive. But and also did like some movement where like he tried to do Roblox moderation himself, since Roblox moderation isn't doing crap to stop inappropriate t-shirts from passing the moderation system. Basically what I'm trying to say here, Ruben Sim does some amazing and impressive stuff. And I do not think that in any way, shape, or form that is doubtable. But there is one thing that is a bit controversial for me. Ruben Sim has been trying to take down furries? My head scratches at that. As a normal functioning human, why? Like, I don't get like the hatred of furries as a whole as well. Why do you hate them exactly? You think they're weird? If so, that's a terrible reason. You hate a specific group because they're weird. Okay, okay. Mr. Opinion Guy. Mr. My Opinion's Always Right Guy. Oh my god. I don't really, like... However, I will always know that there is going to be, like, some sort of point that furries are always known for, like, very shady stuff. Like, my guy, you're just judging a group. You're only viewing the worst side of their group. What? That's so stupid. How thick does your skull have to be? But anyways, but yeah, in my opinion, I don't really care that much. But there are always some people. There are like two sides. The furries that are absolutely infuriated, and people that are like, "Let's go, Ruben Sim! You're doing another W! Woo!" And yeah, the other side that is basically on the side of Ruben Sim, that is like cheering him on, and pretty much people on the same side that are like, it's just a satirical piece, it's just a joke, it shouldn't be too much. And while I can see that, yeah, it can probably be a joke, it's a terrible joke. You shouldn't blame furries that they clearly don't see the joke. Like, it should be obvious to you. There is no point in any way did Ruben Sim ever claim it was a joke or any satire. Like, clearly, not in my knowledge. Please explain to me why his Twitter bio says frickin', I forgot what it says. But yeah, you shouldn't blame them that they clearly don't get the joke. If it is a joke, terrible frickin' joke. It is hilarious. Terrible frickin' joke. Okay, whatever. You get what I mean. Hello, A90. Frick you. Another topic of terrible people. If you don't know Alex Neutron, I don't know. You've probably been under a rock, but Alex Neutron has been the creator of Meep City, still is. The reason why he disgusts to me is that you know Meep City always has like these weird parties that are 18 plus, and children would just go on there to just hang out in weird ways, and that should obviously be a problem. Not only are children doing these weird acts, there's a chance that like an actual predator is going to act like a child in there. Meanwhile, Alex Neutron is just doing absolutely nothing to help. He's like, it's fine, it's not that big of a deal. Just doing absolutely nothing to help. That's what sucks. It got so bad to the point that Roblox themselves has to take the Meep City game down. Huge W. Parties are no longer there. Good. Absolutely amazing. And yeah. In my personal opinion, Alex Neutron is 100% like should be like part of the blame here. When confronted with this like dark side of Meep City, he just brushed it off, saying it's not that big of a deal, and he didn't really act on it until Roblox had to step in. And there might be a reason they just like specifically green Lego cats, and like a lot of people on Twitter have concluded the main reason, probably the most likely reason why this is probably the case at Neutron Soho. Basically, Alex Neutron had a furry 18 plus alt account on Twitter. The main reason why this is probably related to Alex Neutron's ignorance is that he's just used to so much 18 plus that he just views it as a normal thing without helping anybody. Nice. But yeah, that's like that seems reasonable to me. And if you don't think that's reasonable, how else? And there are always people that's mad saying, why are you like lashing out at Alex Neutron simply just for having an 18 plus furry account? And that just makes me mad because they're clearly missing the point. The point isn't, oh my god, Alex Neutron had an 18 plus furry account. That's terrible. What? No. The point is, the fact that he had an 18 plus account means, well, I mean, it's probably correlated to the reason why Alex Neutron is very ignorant with safety of children in Meep City. That is the main point. It has been clarified multiple times in Green Lego Cat's video. Meanwhile, everybody's completely misconstruing it. Was expecting a 120. I hear nothing but an ongoing buzz. It freaking terrifies me. I don't know if you guys can hear it as well. Never mind, it's just my ears playing on me. Let's keep going. The buzzing just stopped. It was from outside, that's why. It's probably some like electrical vacuum or something. Or maybe that was just from the game itself trying to fool me. Which I gotta say, if it was the game, well played. Yeah, it's definitely outside. I hear it from my right ear outside the window. It is definitely from outside. Never mind, it's from my left ear this time. Probably my ear hallucinations. If that makes sense. Hello, Curious Light. Thank you for checking up on me again, but I do not need an exit. We're basically 3/4 of the way there. We're almost there. Oh my god. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. I want to listen to Ashed Wings again. Lately I've been listening to a lot of Ashed Wings album songs that mainly contains Camelia's vocals. Those songs are so freaking good, man. I always loved songs with Camellia vocals. Frickin' Ashed Wings is just incredible for that reason. Wow, again! Again! Is that the wind howling, bro? Or is that just an ambulance making really weird noises? I'm probably just hearing things because of this game. Oh, let me just get this battery. Nice. Finally, another time I survived a 90 when I reacted pretty well, instead of like barely. GG. Okay, so this next topic that I'm about to get to may sound controversial, but there's a problem that I have a lot of times with the 3 words kill yourself. And while I know that, but while I'm aware it's a joke, my conscious intrusive thoughts always tell me, hey, they're right, you should kill yourself, which is always a very huge problem with my mental health. And it's not their fault. Like, I get it. It's an obvious joke. But when you're aware that the other person's depressed and you still say kill yourself, what in the world is wrong with you, man? What in the world is wrong with you, man? God, I need to pee, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I need to pee. I need to pay, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. Just got a random wave of goofiness inside me, and now it's gone. Alright, 777. Lucky. 779. Expecting A120 again for some reason. 780. 781. I mean 782. 783. 784. Boom. I don't know what else to talk about. What is something that makes me really mad? Like, the only thing that comes into mind when that makes me really mad is racist people. Or homophobic people, or just people that really hate on somebody for the dumbest reasons. Or people that just genuinely do dumb stuff. Which is me, I'm kidding. It didn't let me enter the closet for a second, I got worried. Don't know what else to talk about. I've pretty much just ran out of ideas, really. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Thank god. Okay, we're in 804. Didn't even realize we passed the 800 mark. 80% of the way there. Thank you, Curious Light, for checking up on me again, but I'm good. I've been sort of like getting more focused into beating this A1000 again more than actually talking and ranting. Which I feel like is the best. Like, we're almost nearing the end. I thought I heard A60. A60 is probably in the next room then. Nope. Dang. God dang, I really thought an entity was over there. Oh my god. That's fake. Nothing. Wow, they're really making this easy for me. No A120? Dang. What are the other entities up to? They're bored with me? They're playing cards instead with each other? What's happening? If they're playing cards, let me join. Did I just hear a child scream outside? Oh, finally another entity. I was expecting a 120. Surprisingly, that didn't happen. What are some goofy beliefs I had back then as a child? I don't know. One thing that I always believed the Santa, that Santa was real. I always believed that the fairy tooth is real. Not the fairy tooth, the tooth fairy is real. So I just put like some tooth under my bed, you know, tooth under my pillow. I mean. Speaking of teeth, I haven't really lost like any teeth in a very, very long time. I think all my teeth is pretty much matured now. Nice. Oh wait, I just suddenly thought of something because of teeth. Eating. Me personally, I don't like eating too much. I just pretty much my normal day is just eat twice a day. I'm good. But there are always students in my school that always ask for snacks. No matter how long ago was lunchtime, they always ask for snacks, and I'm like, dude, wait until you're home. You don't need to constantly be eating, man. Like, you're good. You'll last. Don't worry. I've been on this routine of eating twice every day for like a very long time. I'm alright, and you'll be alright as well. There's nothing really wrong about eating 3 times every day. I'm just saying, like, me personally, I'm alright with eating twice every day. Doesn't really put my parents with as much stress and expectations, and I'm good. I don't want them working too much, like, for me. That's what I mean. Especially for food. They have work to do. $849. A120. Nope. A51. A852. A853. A854. A855. A856. Probably an entity here. Knew it. Just gotta wait this out. What is... Enough talking about things I hate. What is a thing I love? Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Another topic of food, if you don't know me personally, I don't like spice that much. Like, a little bit of spice is actually pretty good, but if you put in too much, it starts getting to the point where it's uncomfortable, to the point where it's not too fun to eat. But, I remember one time I set myself up. Why did that take so long? Where am I? Why are these lockers, like, getting so laggy all the time? Is it because I'm, like, very far into my run? Probably. Oh, right, I forgot. So one time, I challenged myself to eat a pepper. I'm not kidding. I'm unable to make a mistake that's worse than that. But basically, I challenged myself to eat a pepper. And what happened afterwards, while it was painful, it took me an hour without drinking anything. The trip to the bathroom was so freaking painful, dude. Like, my butthole was hurting. My butt was like in a large malfunctioning firework. It wasn't fun. That's why I refuse to eat peppers. Basically, if they're spice, cool. Things can get hot, and I like that, but if it's too hot, it's uncomfortable to the point where it's not fun. If you can tolerate it, cool. Good for you. I applaud that. Just don't make fun of me for it. Thank you. 872. 873. Wow. Wow. Freaking wow. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. Wow. I remember cooking myself, like a dinner, a simple dinner of some luncheon meat, some spam, you know, and, one mistake that I do when cooking, I always make this habit, I always leave the stove on, forgetting to turn it off. So one time, I did that same exact mistake. I forget to turn off the stove. So I've been here, like, smelling smoke. Like, after I finish my dinner, I'm like, why am I smelling smoke? Probably nothing. But later on, my dad calls me downstairs and says, you forgot to turn off the stove, and look at this. Shows me the wooden utensil I used. The tip has been slightly burnt off. You can see, like, part of it has been completely demolished, and, like, there's some, like, black parts on it. So yeah, basically burnt a wooden utensil. It's still burnt, by the way. You can still see the damage I've done. I apologize to that wooden utensil. He has been injured specifically because of my ignorance and stupidity. I'm not, like, the best chef either. I'm not Chef Dissolved Helium or whatever. Basically, the hardest thing that I can cook for myself is eggs, along with bacon, or if I don't have bacon, I could just have luncheon meat. at the side with some rice. That's basically it. That's enough to get me going throughout the whole entire day until evening. God, I need to drink something. I'm becoming really thirsty because of how much I've been talking lately. God, there have been 9+ pings on Discord that I cannot read. I'm right now in Do Not Disturb because I don't want anybody to ping me while I'm playing A1000 Doors. The rooms. Knew that was coming. I don't know why I keep saying knew that was coming, even though I literally do the same thing every single time, and every single time when an entity does show up, I'm like, oh my god, I knew it. Nice. Hello. Okay, I don't want to go through the exit. I will probably get a lot of knobs from this. Was expecting A120 to appear, but that didn't happen. I hate, one thing that I don't like is that, lately, sometimes, not lately, but sometimes, people would, say some really terrible things, like, have some really terrible opinions, and use the government or religion as a shield. Like, my guy, those are your actual claims. Your religion or your the government you're supporting isn't helping. Like you can literally disagree with the government or your own religion. Like, it's all right. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And yet you're using it as a shield, cowering over when somebody talks about it. Almost lost there, oh my god. I was really starting to zone out there. When did I pass 900? What? 911, what's your emergency? I remember this, like, very interesting story about when, like, some 911 call has been saved when, like, someone called 911 trying to ask for, like, a pizza, but the police dispatcher, the one that was, like, you know, was trying to decipher this whole entire pizza call, and it was like, wow, this is actually a person calling for help that's related to domestic violence. And I gotta say, wow, they work together like very impressively. Huge round of applause. Speaking of the police, I always love watching goofy police chases. Well, only if there's like nobody injured. There's like one police chase that lasted for like 2 hours in like California, I think. And like, dude, the police literally could not get him. Like like the person driving the car, the criminal in question, is always like escaping them whenever the police have him covered. Like the police are all like all over him, and you could probably expect he is going to escape in some way. And that basic loop just happened for like 2 hours. I love that. But there's like this one part that absolutely broke my heart, where the criminal robbed the person's home, like just randomly uninvited went to somebody's house and stole their car and almost ran over their dog. They sued interviewed him, and obviously he's mad, very rightfully so. What the? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of abusive relationships, but I've heard like a lot of abusive relationships. For example, Onion Bread, Milk Dead. There's also Amaranth, and there have been a lot of stupid claims when there's like an abusive relationship. The worst one that always gets me mad is you should have blocked them, or you should have left. My guy, it is an abusive relationship for a reason. You can't just leave. Like, I don't know if those people that actually make that claim has never felt the touch of a human being, or just that legitimately dumb to think it's that easy to escape from an abusive relationship. Thought that was eyes. I'm not kidding. I saw the purple or blue, and I'm like, okay, wait, that's eyes. How is eyes in here? Oh my god, I'm hallucinating. Oh, 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 oh. I was prepared. $933. Basically nearing the end over here. This is like end game. Oh my god, again? I'm starting to get really nervous because I noticed I'm like 70 doors there until the end. I don't usually listen into court cases, but there's like this one court case about like a person countersuing somebody over some accident for $1 freaking dollar, and all the quote-unquote lawyers that are associated with it are so poor, like poorly doing their job. I'm starting to believe that they're probably not actually lawyers. They always stutter, they always like get confused on what they're actually talking about, you know? Stupid. It's goofy to watch. And also, like, another thing about TikTok, I just recently watched a video about this, but somebody filmed someone's like murder and said, "Whoa, dude, look, somebody just died, bro. Yeah, he's dead." Like while the person's being stabbed, just straight up filmed them with a smile and giggling. I'm just disgusted how somebody can be that, like, I don't know. Something about him. Like, instead of calling, like, any authorities or just calling for any help, he just straight up takes out his phone and films it. For TikTok clout. Disgusting. And it's honestly very surprising to me that people on TikTok bashed him for it. And he made, like, this horrible response that he was, like, very traumatized. He didn't know what to say, so he was just very nervous, even though it's, like, clearly lying. And he contradicted to himself by saying that he really didn't know the guy, so he didn't feel anything. So I just know that response is nothing but baloney. Okay, 50 doors left. Let's go. Starting off strong. I used to watch 3 AM challenges back in the day because I was so innocent and gullible. I did not think they were fake until I started realizing that some parts where they were like over dramatic, it actually started to look like it was a bit edited and acted. So I was like under the assumption that they were edited, so I stopped watching them. And then some person went up to me in around 4th grade, went up to me and said, "Yo, you've heard of Truly Scary Stuff? Then have you watched the guy that made these all 3 AM challenges?" And I'm like, "No, it's faked and edited, simply just to scare the viewer." And then he looked at me like I was taking crazy pills, some lunatic or something. I look back at these 3 AM content creators and I'm like, wow, this content's really garbage. It's obvious that this was edited and staged, and I was like, so gullible to the point that I actually thought this was real. It's funny how they like often go over dramatic and start talking in like very incomprehensible ways. So it's funny. $966. Oh no. Oh no, it's another one of these. Let's freaking go! No, let me go back. I want to get coin. Oh, I already got it. Oh, there's a battery here. It's worth it. It's worth it. The backtracking was worth it. Okay, 969, nice. 971. $972. Oh, come on. $973. $974. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Cool. Pretty much past this point, I'm not gonna be talking or ranting anymore. I'm just gonna be focused on actually beating this. 976. $977. Free knobs. 978. 979. Nice. $980. $981. $982. It's really dark outside now. $983. $984. $985. We're almost there. Please let it end. Stop! The amount of times A120 has got through this type of room, it's crazy. Okay, he's gone. 986. 987. 988. 989. 990. Can I take this? Come on. I can't take this? Bummer. Oh my god, it didn't let me enter in the locker for a second there. If you didn't know, Lsplash's Discord server has like a little like a channel where you can send fan art, and somebody she makes a lot of fan art based off of room A120 and A60, and they're really freaking cute. They like put those entities in a really different light in a way I see them when I play this game. A993. A994. A995. A996. A120 again. Great, great, always amazing. We love to see it. Very rarely I've gotten like the chance of getting A90 before getting in a locker. That's been very rare throughout this run. Last time it was like pretty 50-50. $996. $997. $998. $999. Okay, 1,000. Okay, there's nothing. Oh wow, it emits this large blue light. And then, yeah. We all know this thing. The reason why I've thrown this out multiple times is that it doesn't work, especially after you've thrown it out of the rift. Just put this in full graphics. Beautiful. Alright, okay. We're about to enter back in. Continue run, continue run, continue run. Okay, I'm ready. I don't know if I should use my crucifix on ambush. Because I really want to save it for a figure, just in case if he screws up. Like, you know, his pathing screws up in door 100. Oh my god, wow, we've already started the game by accidentally entering it in a bed. That's crazy. Alright, next is 70. Cool. 71. First I'll go into that door over there. See what's over here. Okay, I don't have any lockpicks, so that's a bummer. 71, I already know it's the next one. 72. Okay, took a while to open. Alright, here it is. Seek Chase. Hopefully I get halt instead of ambush. Wow, again. It's this way. Ambush? Oh, it's just rush. Oh my god, get in here. Took a while. Jesus Christ. Okay, 85. Just a normal, you know, hallway. Nothing to really worry about. 86. Ambush. Again? Bro, if we get rush again, that would be wild. Or is it just halt? I'm getting really, really paranoid because of the end of the run. And if I mess up, 2 hours of nothing. Like, nearly 3 hours. Is it halt? We'll find out. Okay, no it isn't. Okay, next is 87. I don't know why I tried bothering to check out, like, the... Okay, wait, let me check where the key is. Okay, it's over there. Alright, thanks, Scanner. You've been big help. I'll also collect this pile of cash over here. Alright, 87, here we come. Alright, let's go. Ambush? Yep, here we go. Thank God we're lucky, only went through 2 times. Oh my god, that scared me. That freaking scared me. I hated that. I hated that. I freaking hated that. Oh my god. Game's really trying to put me through a heart attack. God dang, I just went through 1,000 rooms. Let's go. Oh no. Is this on the next room? Yeah, that's probably why. Oh my god. Is that Screech? Yep, it was Ice this whole entire time. I'm worried that Screech will get in here, like, during when I'm inside that room, which I know is going to happen. Alright, let's go. Okay, whatever, it's just 1 tick. It's alright, let's keep going. Okay, we're good. Oh my god. I was literally looking at you. How? Oh, rush. Oh my god, again. Alright. Oh my god! Work! My god, the lighting is really getting extremely terrible. Okay, this doesn't really help. If only the scanner had a feature where stairs locations were shown, that would be really helpful. Okay, never mind. Guiding light is gonna just help me instead. Ooh, snare. Hello, you're not very sneaky now, are ya? Why? Why? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I accidentally used vitamins simply because I'm used to, like, my flashlight being item number 2. Okay, there's a battery over there, so I'm definitely going here first. Focusing to get that battery first, alright? And also, I basically have no excuse to die because I literally have a crucifix on me. So if anything goes wrong, I can use it. Alright, let's go. Oh right, I don't have a lockpick, so I can't do that. Okay, I really have to pee, but I'll do it right after this run, alright? We're going straight in. No introduction. Let's go. Dang it, I didn't get that. He's over there. Nice, going over here. What the? Okay, I'm confused now. I'm staying here until I'm absolutely sure it's safe. Like, I am not taking any chances. Okay, it's going over here. Cool. First, I gotta make sure that my crucifix is still down there. In the rift. Yep, it's still in there. We're good. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm so used to getting all the batteries downstairs. And like with the lockpick. So this is really unusual to me. Alright, there should be another battery up here. Yep, got that. And there should be a key somewhere over here. Got it. Thank you. I haven't used this key in a while. Alright. Let's go! Ah, figures! There are multiple of them. Let's frickin' go. Yes. 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 Let's go. Another A1000 run over. Thanks for being with me.